minute. All right. So thank you, Dr. Lin, for the opportunity for me to actually do what we call a sharing session in regards to what we call, sekejap ya, banyak sangat benda yang appear ni. Tak ada ganggu tak? Saya nak pindahkan ni ke sini, Ustaz. Okay, alright. Now it's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is basically I'm going to share about what you need to know, basically all you need to know about AIS Praktikum. Alright, so welcome to the real world, guys. Okay, so you are going to be working with real people, means that you are going to work in a real environment during your practicum later on. Alright. So let us look into first the component of what we call the AIS Praktikum report. So basically for AIS student, as what Dr. Lin presented just now, okay, there are 3 components that need to be fulfilled by the AIS student. Basically, first they have to focus on the system development. All right, you undergo all the process from AIS, ASAD, programming, database, and so on. So you are going to be tested on your skill for system development. And then the output, basically, you have the system, you have to write the project report, and you also need to produce user manual in terms of how people can use your system. Right, and lastly, okay, you have to present, where during the presentation you have to make demonstration how actually your system work to your supervisor, right? All right, so basically you all have the idea that you have to develop a system where basically first thing first you have to apply for your ASAD knowledge. Do you still remember what you have learned in ASAD class, guys? Tak ingat apa dah? Lost memories about ASADs and so on. Alright, so basically, in order for you to develop a system, because your main will be system development, so my suggestion, basically, for the first 2 months, you are going to prepare a proposal of system development. So here, when you prepare the proposal for system development, meaning that you have to discuss with your supervisor in the company and also your supervisor from UUM. Okay, you have to explain to them what system that you need to develop or what you want to develop. Before you can come out with what system that you want to develop and so on, as what you learn in ASAD, you have to start with problem identification. Okay, you have a system. Why you need a system? Because there are actually problems that need to be solved. Alright, so for the first 2 months, okay, what you need to do is you have to observe, experience, interview, okay, to find what actually the problem faced by your company. Okay, while you do the observation, interview, and so on, this is what we call actually fact findings, the things that you actually experience in ASAD. Alright, so in order to make your problem concise, precise, okay, as usual, you can use various techniques, including fishbone analysis. So from fishbone analysis, you analyze all the problems, okay, you look into the strength, you look into the weakness and so on, and then you prepare a very good fishbone analysis and you come out with the solution. What actually you can do to help the company to solve the problems. At the end of the first 2 months, after you have a discussion with your supervisors and so on, you should be able to actually prepare preliminary investigation report, which will be part of your report at the end of this practicum later on. Okay, so the first 2 months, work hard to identify the problems, do all the fact findings, and suggest a solution. All right, so this is the first one for the first 2 months after you undergo your practicum. All right, so what kind of actually system that you can produce? Okay, as what Dr. Lin said just now, file management system, too common. Okay, don't do what we call file management system. Okay, optional, you can have client management system. Okay, but whether you are going to suggest for client management system or not. Again, it goes back to what actually the problem faced by the organizations. All right. So some other example of system that actually produced by AIS student, okay, tax management reporting system, tender management system, appointment management system, job management system. This is actually from my previous student. All right. And they also prepare, for example, engagement management information system, all right, ACAS due date tracker system, leave management system. So these are the samples that the student actually prepared during their practicum. These are the systems. Again, why this system is proposed? Because of the problem. They don't simply come out, okay, I want to do a leave management system, suddenly appear the system. No. You must have the groundwork. Okay, that's what you actually learn in ASAD. Again, you have to discuss with your supervisors and from UUM and the company. Okay, because your supervisor from the company knows the problem better. Okay, and then you consult with your supervisors from UUM as well. Then you come out with your proposal where you actually prepare preliminary investigation report. Nah, habis dah waktu nanti Dr. Lim marah. Alright, and then you also, after the third and fourth month, you need to prepare what we call system analysis. Okay, when you need to prepare system analysis, basically this is considered as progress report. The first 2 months you have preliminary investigation report. The next 2 months you actually preparing progress report, where in your progress report you actually include all these things. As what you learn in ASAD and AIS, you really need to conduct fact-finding to identify user requirement, because the first 2 months you already understand what system that you want to develop based on the problem you already identified. So in these another 2 months, you are going to proceed with the system development. But before you can proceed with the system development, you have to do the groundwork as well, where you have to do what we call fact-finding to identify what actually user want from the system. And then you have to prepare narrative and documentation for business process. So in this context, what you need to prepare, basically, you start to look into the narrative of the system or narrative of the business process, and then you start to prepare your context diagram, your DFD level 0, and also the FD level 1. So that's why when you learn in AIS and ASAD, don't throw that knowledge away, because you are going to use it again in this practicum. Alright? And then you have to prepare flow chart and so on. Okay? If necessary, you need to prepare FDD, functional decomposition diagram, then put it here as well. Alright? Next, towards the end of the 2 months of the practicum, where you have to apply your database and programming knowledge, where you are actually developing the physical design of the system. Okay, month 3 and 4, you prepare the conceptual or logical design. Month 5 and 6, where basically you actually design and develop the system. Alright, in this context, you are going to prepare the system design, where you start to prepare the ERD and also interface, and you also prepare your system development using programming language, PHP, MySQL, Microsoft Access also can. Make sure that when you develop your system using Microsoft Access, you'll work with lots of queries, macros, and so on, so that it looks like a system. Right? And then you can also use Microsoft Excel or spreadsheet, but with advanced feature. If your project system using Microsoft Excel, but then you only have summation, itu sahaja, no, so it is not considered as a full system. Use macros, use pivot, and so on, in order to make sure that you are actually producing a good system. Who knows that your company might be interested with your system and they want to use your system. Right? And lastly, you have to make sure that whatever system that you develop, you have to make sure that you produce appropriate report to fulfill the business requirement. Okay, you go back to what actually the problems, what actually the users want, and then you make sure that whatever report that you produce must fulfill the requirement, the business requirement. Meaning to say, you don't prepare a system that is short sendiri. No. The system must have a purpose. Okay, you can check the rubric later on. How we actually, as lecturers, evaluate your system. Okay. Next slide. All right. Do and don'ts, very short. Okay. Always consult your supervisors. Okay. Have a clear idea of the problem and its solution. This goes back to the proposal that I mentioned earlier. Follow the timeline to avoid last minute work. Submission will be 2 weeks after the internship period ends. So try to follow this, what we call the timeline. This is what I always did with my student basically. All right. The first 2 months, they have to prepare the proposal, and the proposal will become part of the first part of the report. The next 2 months, they are going to focus on system analysis, okay, where they do all the fact findings and so on. They do the narrative, they start to design the FDs and so on. And lastly, for another 2 months, okay, they focus on system design and development. For AIS students, there is no way that you can prepare your systems and report last minute. No, please don't. Because I have seen several students who actually prepared their system last minute. During the presentation, nothing come out from the presentation basically. The system cannot be run, the system actually lagging, and so many things. So how the lecturers want to give you marks if that is actually happening? Right? So try to follow the guideline and always consult your supervisors. Alright, next we have this one, e-logbook. Okay, please prepare your e-logbook and make sure that you write reflection. You are not just reporting, today I do this, I go there, I go here and then. No, you have to prepare the reflection. So please check the rubric. How actually your logbook is actually being evaluated. You have to write reflection. What actually you have learned from the process. Okay, what actually the funniest thing or the sad thing that you experience, and then what you actually learn from those experience. How actually those experience help you to become a better accountant or whatever it is. Reflection. All right, and from time to time, when you write your report, prepare your systems and so on, please check the rubric so that you know what to expect and you know what to produce and you know how you are going to be evaluated by the supervisors. All right. And lastly, during the demonstration of the system, make sure you know your system because you are the one who developed the system. And you are the one who actually work from A to Z. Don't recycle your system from project because sometimes we notice that the date and so on is not actually tallied. So we know you are not actually creating the system for the practicum. You actually recycle the things and so on. The lecturers always know. So that is what we call the magic of becoming a lecturer. We always know. So you have to be very careful. Alright, so make sure all function running properly during the presentation, okay, where you can demonstrate how the system actually working, and when you submit, make sure that the lecturer also can open your submission, your system. Right? And I think this one is the last one. Okay, this is actually during the presentation. Okay, the first left is we have last semester. We face-to-face presentation and also have online presentation, right? So I think that's all for today. I wish you all the best for the practicum, and remember always to consult your supervisors. All right? If you have anything, you can ask Dr. Lin later on. How many minutes, Dr. Lin?
It's more than 10.
Takut.
Acceptable. Okay, thank you very much. So knowing lecturers memang suka cakap pun kan. So okay, so I think the most common issue raised by faced by the AIS supervisors. Doktor, sebelum ni sistem jalan elok je, Tapi masa present tiba sistem tak jalan. Maknanya tak jalan tu sebelum ni. Maknanya, so don't try to give us a trick lah. Maknanya kalau sistem is not running during the presentation, meaning that before that pun memang it was not running. Okay. So we have some more. A short session by Dr. Sitra. Sorry Dr. Sitra for being waiting.
No problem.
So we still have another. I have some questions in the chat session. I will entertain after Dr. Citra's session, and then Dr. Citra will be focusing on the MIA care. Okay, over to you, Dr. Citra.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Haslinda. Okay, good morning to all of you. Can you hear me very clearly? Hope all of you are doing fine. Happy holiday. Yeah, hi everybody. Okay, nice. I think I have spoke with you regarding MIA care. This will be kind of refreshing your memory. So let me share with you. Okay, hold on. Yeah.
Baik, Faiz.
Okay, can you see the slides? All right, now. Okay, who is MIA? If anybody asks you who is MIA, all of you know MIA is a statutory body. They are basically the ministry of under the control of Ministry of Finance. Okay, they develop the accounting profession, right? This is MIA, right? So if you talk about the membership, okay, I don't know why I'm still having this. Okay, right. Okay, if you talk about the membership, we have roughly 38,000 members so far, and the scale is male 46 and female 54. Okay, so basically, students, can you see it or no? Or you're seeing the up there? Can, okay, so basically I'm having some trouble also. I don't know why I cannot see clearly full screen. Okay, never mind. So sectors, all of you know, public practice, commerce industry, academia, and public sector. Okay. So, how to become a chartered accountant? How to become an MIA member? All of you will be thinking, because after 4 years of degree program, beside pursuing the professional courses, you might be wondering, I want to be a chartered accountant. I want to be a member of MIA to be more recognized, to have a good career path, right? So, but this is something like examples. You see, Encik Salin Abang, right? He did his Bachelor of Accounting, right, in University Islam Antarabangsa, and he's a president of MIA at that time. Okay. And then how about Miss Lee Chow Chiu? She's basically independent executive director. Okay, independent non-executive director, and she is a member of MIA. Okay, she has a degree in accounting from University Malaya. And then how about Mr. Puspanathan? Okay, you can see the CAM there, right? CAM means Chartered Accountant Malaysia, a member of Malaysia Institute of Accountants. So this is how a gateway. This is a sample of job vacancy. Okay, just see the blue highlighted. They are looking for a member of MIA, beside degree in accounting or any professional courses. So all of you must have a dream, those who in accounting or AIS program, okay, you want to be a CAM, a member of Malaysia Institute of Accountants. So today I'll roughly tell you how to be a member of Malaysia Institute of Accountants. All this will happen after your graduation. So now you're going for Praktikum, right? After you graduate, you register under this CARE program. And then after the 3 years, you can apply for this CAM to be a member of Malaysia Institute of Accountants. So basically, students, you guys fall under here. Okay, don't look at route 2, don't look at route 3. Okay, you only look at route 1. Okay, recognized university accountancy degree program. Who are the recognized university accountancy degree program? All these universities. Okay, all these universities. So we are here, right? Okay, so what you need to do is that, okay, after graduation, only happens after graduation, not now. Okay, practicum period is not counted. Okay, you have to undergo mentor-mentee program under the MIA Care for 36 months. Once you have completed this MIA Care for 36 months, then you can apply for CAM. No exam involved, just mentor-mentee only. No exam. Don't worry about, do I need to sit for MIA qualifying examination? No need. Okay, so some students will ask, Doctor, do I still need to go for MIA Care? I'm pursuing professional courses like ICAW or ACCA. That is different. That you pursue as normal, but now you are eligible because you have completed 4 years. Let's say, assume you have completed the 4 years degree program and you are eligible to be under the MIA Care program for 36 months. After that, you may apply for this. Okay. In between, you want to pursue your ACCA, can, no problem. Because if you, for example, if you do pursue ACCA, so once you pursue ACCA, let's say you have completed ACCA, and then you need to be member of ACCA first, then only you can apply for MIA membership. Okay, so this case, you pursue your professional program as normal. On the other hand, okay, you go into this program. All right, MIA Care. Okay, so this one I spoke with you. So how does it happen? Okay, how does it work? Okay, MIA Care. MIA, Malaysia Institute of Accountants. Care means Chartered Accountant, okay, relevant experience. That's why we call it CARE, okay, Chartered Accountant, relevant experience. Okay, so now you know the full name. Okay, the CARE is just an abbreviation. Okay, so how to do it? Okay, so basically this MIA Care is a mentoring. Why we have this program? Because they want to guide the graduates to ensure that they acquire appropriate degree of professional competencies. So you got your knowledge, plus you have your professional skills, holistic skills, okay, to qualify you as a chartered accountant. Okay, no exams, it's just mentor-mentee. You need to appoint a mentor. What I will do is later I will share with you some guidelines. Because MIA have given me some guidelines. I will share with you, and then I will upload in the Facebook also. Okay, all right. So basically, students, this started effective from 1st November 2009. It's for 36 months. Okay, and basically, employment must be more than 6 months. Practicum is not counted. Okay, so students, it's good you go and work in a company, audit firm ke, okay, manufacturing in accounts department ke, okay, tax department ke, okay, you work, let's say I work 1 year in this audit firm, okay, then I feel, I got a better audit firm offering me a better position, you can go, because they said must be above 6 months in one company. Alright, so some students will say, I'd rather stay for 3 years in one company than I apply for chartered accountant. It's up to you. But remember, any employment you go, you must stay there more than 6 months. Okay, in order to what they call, include that company as part of your MIA Care program. Okay, because some students, they will stay 36 months in one company only. Some, they like to hop here and there, right? So before you hop, try to stay there more than 6 months. So at least you can take into account of that company. All right? That's what I'm trying to say. So practicum is not counted for your MIA Care program to apply for Chartered Accountant Malaysia. Okay, so who are eligible for this is basically you will be known as mentee after graduation. Okay, graduates who aspire to become MIA members as a chartered accountant are eligible to become CARE mentees, chartered accountant relevant experience mentees. Okay, so mentees, of course, you need a mentor. Right? A mentor. Academics cannot be a mentor. Please, just because we have we are a member of MIA, you cannot come to us and say, can you be my mentor? No. Okay. So mentor is basically, here they have stated, Chartered Accountant of MIA is responsible to guide and verify mentees' technical work competencies. He or she, preferably an employer in a supervisory position. So it can be your supervisor, it can be your manager, it can be your executive, okay? It can be a partner if you're an audit firm. Okay. All right. With what? They must have CAM. The mentor must be a member of MIA. Okay, so these are managers and partner of the firm. But remember, they cannot be your friend. They cannot be your parents or your spouse or whatever, cannot. Because we want someone who is independent. All right? Okay. So this is how it works. All right? So basically, make it simple. Don't complicate, because after you graduate, you can always call MIA to get further guidance. Because this care program is not under UUM. It's not operated by UUM. It's solely operated by MIA. Okay, so you can always contact MIA. Okay, you can ask them. Okay, so this area of competencies, contohnya, these are the areas of competencies. Okay, I'll share with you later. Okay, for example, you work in audit firm. Okay, take one area of expectancy easier. Okay, 2 areas they say 24 months, but I see mostly they go for one area of expectancy. Okay, you will be test on your auditing technical competency by your mentor. Okay, they will look from the knowledge you analyze and how you finalize. And also they look at the generic competencies. They look at your ethics, leadership, your IT skills, and all that. Okay, so this will take 36 months. Okay, minimum 36 months, maximum 60 months. So the mentor you have selected, hope can be with you throughout. Okay, can be with you throughout. So some students will say, okay, doctor, I'm working in this company. I got, this is a situation I'm giving you. Okay, I'm working in this company. All right. And my supervisor is also a chartered accountant. All right. So I approach my supervisor when I get the job. Okay, can you be my mentor? Then supervisor agreed. Okay. So you can apply for care program and you can appoint this mentor. Let's say the company you join, okay, don't have a chartered accountant mentor. So what you need to do, you can always appoint another company mentor as your mentor. Okay, you can always appoint another company manager ke, supervisor ke, they can be your mentor, provided they must be a chartered accountant. If really you cannot find anyone, okay, but I know you have a strong networking, then you go back to MIA. In the MIA website, they have list of mentors where you can select, okay, to be your mentor for the next 36 months. Okay. Another one, some students will ask me this, doctor, I work in this company, I work 1 year. Okay, then I got another company I want to go, because you must be in accounting, tax, or this one, okay, auditing. Can you hear me? Hello? I continue, Okay, so, okay, where was I? Okay, you get another company. Okay, so when you get another company, let's say in that new company you are going, all right, they don't have a mentor with a chartered accountant. So what you can do, the previous company, you can ask the same mentor to continue lah, easy lah. Okay, even though you are in another company, you can still appoint your previous mentor, or you've gone to a new company, there's a chartered accountant there, you find that, okay lah, let my new immediate superior be my mentor. So what you need to do, your old employment, make sure the records are all updated. The mentor also have sign off, verified, done, account closed 1 year, closed already. Then appoint new mentor and start with the new mentor, the mentoring. This is how it works. It must be continuous. Either even though you change employment, you can still have the same mentor or appoint a new mentor. Okay, you can do that. So any query, call them. Check with them first before you take any action. Okay, because you're already in that program, better get a professional advice from them before you proceed with other things. So maximum is 60 months. Okay, so these are the skills. Generic, okay, I told you just now. So mentee's responsibilities, okay, first thing, graduate. Once you graduate, get a job. Okay, in auditing ke, accounting ke, tax ke, contohnya. Then go and find a mentor who you feel you can work with. Okay, and they must have chartered accountant. Talk to them. If they agree, go to the MIA Care portal. Okay, register under the care program. Okay, meaning find a mentor first, then you register. Okay, register, appoint them, and then they must accept. It's everything done through the portal, everything done to the portal. Okay, then the mentor must accept you. Then you have first meeting with them face to face, go online, go whatever you do can. But in that portal they have RPE. Okay, RPE is a record of practical experience. You have to be disciplined. You as a mentee must be disciplined. Your first meeting you update. Okay, then update, send it, post it to your, all online only, post it to your mentor, and your mentor also must be disciplined. Okay, they have to approve. Then every 6 months you meet them, okay, according to the MIA Care guideline, and then you have to update the RPE, and then the mentor has to approve. So this is 36 months, so you need 6 or 7 times to update of the RPE. That's very, very, very important. So this is your challenge also. You have to remind your mentor, kindly update. As some students say, some graduates will say, I prefer to get mentor from the same company, so, and someone who I can work with, so easier. You can tell, can you please approve the RPE record? But they cannot simply approve. They have to meet you face to face, or online, talk to you on your progress. It's because it's mentoring. Okay, then only they approve. Okay, so they have to verify and approve. So this record should be given. So that is their mentor's responsibility. Okay, they have registered by mentor, and then they accept your appointment, and then time to time they will verify your work, and they will approve in the portal. Okay, so every 6 months. That's what MIA said. Then how about overseas students? Overseas students like from China, foreign students, if you have interest, okay, please pay attention, foreign students, if you have interest to work in Malaysia, to apply for Malaysian Institute of Member of Accountants, okay, MIA member in Malaysia, you like to practice in Malaysia, you like to apply for MIA membership, you have to go through this care program. Okay, but if you say I'm overseas after I graduate, I don't want to be in Malaysia, I want to work somewhere else, then no need lah, because this is, you become a MIA member, you're working in Malaysia, so this is your career path, so you register with the MIA. Alright, okay. So these are the whole process. I will share with you the guideline, because now I'm giving you a brief idea. But the best is after you graduate, you use this user manual, and then you contact the MIA and then proceed. Okay, so at least you know, okay, that you can still apply for MIA membership, okay, after you graduate. Of course, you have to go through this 36 months called care program, mentoring. Then you can graduate. Okay, I mean, not graduate. You can apply for the membership. So this is the portal. All right. This is the care portal. And then just hold on. I share with you. Okay. Stop sharing. Okay. So this portal, later I'll share with you. They have a lot of Q&A. Okay. So you can call them. Okay. You can call them, and then you can check with them. Okay. Okay, students, all right, then please, this number also I will highlight to you later. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so let's stop sharing for a while. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so just hold on. Okay, so this is the care, and they have a lot of FAQ. Okay, you may. What are the benefits? Okay, is there any further examination? No. All this you can go through later. I will provide you the link, okay, so that you can go through. All right. So, any questions, students? I'm giving you the link. Okay. All right. Then I will. Okay, so once I join the Facebook, I will upload the manuals for you. Okay, so that you can have a look. But it's not going to happen now. Complete your practicum, then graduate, then only go for this care program. So what's my advice to you is that while doing your practicum, why not you talk to some of your, graduates there that ask them about the care program. Maybe they are already in the care program, right? Maybe after practicum, you want to continue with the same company, then you already have your mentor, so once you graduate, you still work in the same company, you got your mentor ready, and go for the care program. So why I'm saying this is your eligibility, don't lose this chance. Okay? Students, any questions?
Any questions, guys? So don't worry, we'll keep you updated in the Facebook as well as the Telegram. Yeah, anyone saying something? Ada tak soalan?
Okay.
So that's why I mentioned to you earlier that don't leave the group, right? So anything to do with employment, with the MIA care, so we keep you updated. Right, so okay, thank you Sitra very much for the sharing session on MIA
So I wish you all the best. Okay, those who are under me, can you later stay back? Yeah, all right, thank you.
So you want to proceed with the session, Sitra? So I don't want to.
Oh, it's okay. You can WhatsApp me. We can form a WhatsApp group easier. Okay. All right. I wish you all the best, everybody. Take care.
So you can do the same thing for other supervisors as well. I don't have any contact. I don't receive any contacts from my supervisor yet. Okay. I have two questions here. One is from Syahiratu. Sebenarnya dia send private. Untuk cuti raya, berdasarkan cuti yang diberi syarikat atau UEM. So if UEM give you 3 days for the cuti raya, but company allows you for 5 days, so you just go ahead with 5 days. Kalau you take 3 days pun, nanti company tutup, so you can't do your work, right? So you go ahead with the number of days given by the company. From Muhammad Zohusni, if the HR team ask about details of the supervisor, we should share the report supervisor details to them. You can share my details, Zul. Okay, just in case they have a discussion to talk with me. Any other question for the supervisors? You can grab the opportunity, like mentioned by Dr. Sri just now. And for the students as well, you can take this opportunity to publish your work. So indirectly, you can publish your work as a case study, provided that the company allows or give you permission on the publication. Right. So I'll be sharing the forms later. Okay, in the group. What else? Another good reminder is that don't create any issues with the company, either with the staff or with the company employer, right? Because you bring along the TISA, UEM, and UEM names, right? So please, don't take harsh decision. Like I mentioned earlier, control your temper. Okay, don't simply leave the company without a proper way. Okay, think about your juniors ahead. They will be doing the internship at the company as well. Okay, and then the employer assessment marks too. So that belongs to the company's employer. So you need to show them good attitude so that you get good marks. Again, go back to your rubric. Okay. Look at the rubric, learn about the rubric, what are the items for marks given to the students at the end of the practicum period. Okay, and any other question before we say bye-bye and good luck? Dr. Amdan, you want to say something, Amdan, to your students, your supervisors? I allow for any sharing by the supervisors. Student, jangan malu. think I have tackled all the questions in the chat session, right? May I ask, could we take a leave for taking professional exam? Can you ask the permission from the company, Liu? Dia ada kat company yang they don't allow tu. I'm done dah buat group WhatsApp, okay? Liu, you can ask permission from the company and ask them whether you need to do the replacement. If you take 5 days, and ask them whether you need to replace that 5 days back. If they ask for replacement, you go ahead with the replacement and keep along with you the supporting documents lah, saying that the company approve, your leave too. Right? Okay, anything else? Liu, is that clear, Liu? Okay, no problem. Okay, anything else? Okay, so if there is nothing else, so wishing you best of luck. So any issues relating to your internship, please come forward. Drop me messages, and then we talk before you decide. Okay, don't decide on your own. Okay, talk to your group members or if you don't get along with the supervisor, talk to another supervisors. But your marks too for the report belongs to the supervisors appointed for you. Okay, so okay, I'll be sharing the QR code. Just a moment. Probably about for 2 minutes.